Well, fellas, they reran the wind season again. And I'm not complaining. I got an excuse to run Chad Florette. But yeah, I decided to run Rico and Twins on this side and Futaba. This is probably my strongest side. But I will have Phoebe's rotations later in this video. So don't worry if you want to run Phoebe here. I got you. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into showing y'all the Rev Cards and the Mindscapes. Ikaze. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and show you Florette's Rev Cards. So, with Florette, you're going to want the Wind DPS set. It's going to be Harmony and Victory. Here's his Mindscape. Only do Inner Ring if you really like him. Next is going to be Futaba. Futaba, you're going to want to run the Navi set Resolve and Labor. Here's her Mindscape. And then next we have Wind Vast or Wind Tempest, whatever you want to call it. You're going to want the SP Recovery / Crit set, Creation and Worry. And here's her Mindscape. Now lastly, with J and C, you're going to want their signature set, Nativity and Power. Here's their Mindscape. And now lastly, let's talk about Wonder. So for Wonder's Dagger, we're going to be running Ex Machina since we don't really have a dedicated Wind Dagger on Global. As for Personas, it's going to look a little weird, but just trust the process. Norn, you're going to want to inherit Rakunda here. And we're going to be using Garudine as well. As for Vishnu, Vishnu comes good out the gate. We're just going to be using Wind of Nirvana. And lastly on Janoschik, we're going to abuse his mark with Rakunda during one turn. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the run. Ikaze. And if you decide to use Phoebe, here's her Rev Cards. You're going to be running the Integrity and Labor set. I'll also show you the Mindscape here. And then lastly, I'll show you her rotations. But now, without further ado, let's get into the run. Ikaze. So I forgot to mention this, but you want to run Twins as a strategist here. Anyways, Rico is going to go ahead and skill 3 here onto Florette to give him the crit damage. Twins, you're going to go ahead and use skill 2 first to give Florette some pierce rate. Next, with Wonder, you're going to go ahead and Rakunda onto Mel's. And then next, with Florette, you're going to go ahead and skill 3. If you're A6, all you're going to be doing this whole fight is just spamming S3. That's literally all he does. Very brain dead and efficient. I will say this fight will require a little bit of target RNG, but you'll see what I mean. Futaba, go ahead and skill 1. Inflict the defense shred. Next with Rico, you're going to go ahead and use skill 1 here. Even if you are A0, since you're running Florette on this team, just go ahead and use skill 1. In any case, next, we got Florette's highlight here, so just go ahead and Florette highlight. And then now, with Twins, you're going to go ahead and skill 1 onto the boss. And this should give an AoE party-wide attack buff. Next with Wonder, you're going to go ahead and Vishnu here. Wind of Nirvana. Inflict that Windswept. Keep the duration active. And next, Florette, just skill 3. And then again, you want to Prage for RNG in this fight, especially with the focus targets. You don't want him to target the same person twice. In any case, Futaba's going to go ahead and do skill 3 onto Florette for the wind weakness implant. And Enrico going to go ahead and skill 3 here. Give Florette some crit damage. It's Seisai no Jikan Da time, so skill 3 here with Twins. So we can get a little bit of crit rate. Next, you're going to go ahead and use Garudine. Inflict that Windswept. This should be another defense shred as well. And now with Twins here, you're going to go ahead and use their strategist highlight, the Fire and Ice highlight. Give that AoE party-wide attack buff, damage buff. And then Florette is just going to do Florette things. S3 spam. Very nice dodge on Florette there. Next, you're going to go ahead and do skill 1 with Rico. And then now with Twins, you're going to go ahead and restart their skill 2 into 1 rotation. Next, with Wonder, you're going to go ahead and change to Janoschik and apply Mark with Rakunda. This is the only time you'll be doing that this fight. And now with Florette, you're going to go ahead and skill 3. And now this is where, you want to Prage for RNG. In this case, he targeted Wonder. That was probably the best situation for me. You don't want him targeting the same person twice. That kind of hurts. Okay, now with Rico, you're going to go ahead and skill 3 here to reapply that crit damage buff back onto Florette. And now that you have highlight, you want to make sure you use Wind's highlight here. And make sure you target Florette. Yep. Chiyome. And now you're going to go ahead and use Twins skill 1 so that we get the AoE party-wide buff. Alrighty, so here you're going to go ahead and change to Vishnu and Wind of Nirvana onto the boss to keep that Windswept duration active. And then next with Florette, you're going to be doing some PP Wind damage with skill 3. And then the boss is going to do his AoE, but you should be fine as long as, you know, you didn't get double targeted a few turns earlier. So Futaba here is going to go ahead and implant her weakness onto Florette, so it becomes a wind weakness implant. And then lastly, Rico's going to skill 1 onto the boss to inflict that damage taken. And then, you know what time it is. Seisai no Jikanda onto the boss with the twins. And then lastly, with Wonder, we're just going to swap onto Norn. And we're just going to Garudine to inflict that final defense shred. And then now, highlights up. Just go ahead and Florette highlight here. And watch him do Florette damage and Florette all over the screen. I mean, whole. And now just skill 3 bot, okay? And GG's. Look at that damage. Holy. Well, fellas, if you enjoyed this video, maybe leave a sub. We are literally 5 away from 500 subscribers on YouTube. That would make me really happy if y'all click that sub button, really. And it would encourage me to make more videos, you know? But other than that, if you have any comments or questions, just leave it down below, and, you know, I'll get to you as soon as I can. Do know that I am currently working on the Neon Show 45 guide. And maybe I might do the on SOS guide. I'm still thinking about it. It's just my on's really bad, so I might have to end up not doing it. But we'll see. But yeah, guys, until the next video, deuces.